Hello everyone, it's Dr. Muffin 1080 here. Today I'm going to be going over a bit of news from The Last of Us Part 2. So during their coverage of Uncharted The Lost Legacy, Game Informer did an interview with Evan Wells, the president of Naughty Dog. Actually, he's now the only president of Naughty Dog after Chris Batista's departure just a couple of weeks ago. In the interview, Wells went over the two-team development style that Naughty Dog had been going with for a bit. It arrived when there were separate teams for Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception and The Last of Us. Now it's happening for The Last of Us Part 2 and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Wells said that with the release of Uncharted The Lost Legacy, the two-team style will not continue. The Lost Legacy's team will be absorbed into Part 2's team. As games are getting bigger, development teams must get bigger. Naughty Dog wants to put their full efforts into future projects. So yeah, two-team Naughty Dog is out once The Lost Legacy hits. While I'm disappointed that we won't get Naughty Dog games at a faster rate, I'd rather have games with full effort of one of the best game studios in the world than more of them with only half the effort. Not saying those games would be bad, they just definitely wouldn't be as great as a Naughty Dog game with the whole studio working together. Wells was also given a draft of The Last of Us Part 2's story. When describing it, he said that it was amazing. You can take this multiple ways. Wells could have just been saying that because he had to. I disagree. Like what Naughty Dog has said in the past. In a blog post posted by Neil Druckmann after Part 2's reveal at PSX, he said that he almost gave up on the game when he couldn't find a suitable story. Josh Shear, the writer of The Lost Legacy and co-writer of Uncharted 4, said the same thing about The Lost Legacy. They almost couldn't find a suitable story and were thinking about trying to find a way to get the money back to all the people who had pre-ordered one of the special editions for the DLC. This just proves that Naughty Dog isn't messing around when it comes to their stories. Druckmann is something here, and I'm certain Wells is telling the truth and not saying shit because he has to. Druckmann was also interviewed, and Game Informer asked him a question about that Easter egg from Uncharted 4's epilogue, the one that says The Last of Us American Daughters. When asked what the meaning was and if it had anything to do with Part 2, he got all nervous and laughed a bit. He said that he doesn't know. This basically confirms that it does have something to do with The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of people have been saying that it's pregnant Ellie even after the reveal trailer, which I think is dumb for multiple reasons. One, Ellie is a lesbian. We all know what it takes to get pregnant, and Ellie isn't into that. Two, in the poster of American Daughters, the woman is wearing a gas mask. In case everyone has forgotten, Ellie can breathe in spores. She's immune. There's no need for that mask. 3, in the reveal trailer, Ellie was not pregnant. And finally 4, it's hard to kill people, and I mean lots of people, when you're pregnant. Ellie is the main playable character in Part 2, and it's going to be hard to do that type of shit that Joel did if you're pregnant. Now that we've crossed out Ellie, let's ask, who is this masked woman? I have a theory. In my opinion, this woman is Ellie's mom. It would explain the resemblance to Ellie and her being pregnant. She's pregnant with Ellie. Ellie's mother's fate was never confirmed in The Last of Us. However, it's assumed that she died by the way Marlene speaks about her. In The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie may have figured out whatever happened to her mother, and she wants to hunt down the people who caused it to happen. This would definitely be an easy way to induce hate. Wouldn't you hate anyone who tried to kill your parents? This is just a theory, but I think it's better than the pregnant Ellie one by far. When it comes to the meaning of American Daughters, I'm kinda lost. We got Ellie as the possible daughter, then of course she'd be American, but why daughters plural? It's a question that will be answered with time. Before I end this video, I have one more side note. I just figured out this piece of information today on Neil Druckmann's Twitter. He retweeted a post by Shannon Woodward, an actress in Westworld. She states, "I'm embarrassingly overexcited here because I'm peaking. Neil Druckmann is letting me act in The Last of Us Part 2. She is shown taking a selfie with Druckmann in a full mocap suit in what can be assumed is a mocap studio. This just shows that the team is working on cutscenes for sure. Part 2 is taking off. When it will be released is where I'm unsure. It's hard to figure out where they are in the development of the game and how long it will take. This is a question that must be answered with time. Until then, visit my channel for more Naughty Dog videos. This is Dr. Muffin 1080 signing out.